Where does that drive come from?
I never had anything, bro. I didn't really have a family. Didn't know my real mum, my real dad. I grew up on the streets, bro, of Camden. If I didn't pick myself up to go and get healthy and teach myself certain things, I would be in the gutter, bro. I'd probably be in jail or probably be dead.
Who is Small Spartan, Jay?
He's a 3 times national champion and a 2 times world champion. He loves his fitness, and today we're going to find out all about it and his journey. He names himself J. Chris, but also Small Spartan J. Welcome back to the People's Podcast, Take a Seat. This is the #1 channel where we conversate with entrepreneurs, business people, and high-profile influencers. I've got a bone to pick with you though, guys. 84% of you that are watching are not subscribed. So before we get into this one, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Now, I promise you, the bigger the channel gets, the bigger the guests get. But through my network, I've been able to get someone really top for you today. He's a 3 times national champion and a 2 times world champion. He loves his fitness, and today we're going to find out all about it and his journey. He names himself J. Chris, but also Small Spartan J. So welcome, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
Yes,
How are you?
Yes, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Thank you for having me, man.
No, man. Do you know what? Like, it's an honor. Like, you get like 10 million views, like on your TikTok and stuff. You're a major star.
I try, man. I try. Do you know what it is? I love making content, bro. I love collaborating with so many people. I just love people. I love to make people laugh. I love to entertain people, as well as like working out. I love that. I'm addicted to it, but I love making content, bro. I feel like it gives me another type of dopamine. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Like, I get what you mean. I get what you mean as well, because I make content not just for myself as well. It's just like, it's different gratification when someone appreciates you showing them something.
Definitely, man. Especially if you want to get the world involved in what you do, you kind of have to show them it. And the only way to show them it is to make content, you know?
I've got a serious question to ask you right now. And I know we haven't gone through anything right now, but I'm just going to throw you in the deep end.
Go on.
And you're into fitness.
Yeah.
You're into, building muscles and competing.
Yeah.
In the news right now, people like men are identifying themselves as women and competing in women's sports and dominating it.
I disagree with it. Was that the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it's just unfair, especially for because I know loads of female athletes that have been, competing all their lives, or even training all their lives, and they don't get the opportunities because loads of female sports are not really as projected well as men, as in the men's categories. Especially in my sport, the men's categories are projected more than the women's categories. I think it's unfair that some men get to compete in the women's categories. I think that's totally unfair.
How can we work around this? Can they have a separate league?
Yeah, I would say a separate league would be good, where it should be like a unisex league, where women and men can compete in it. It depends on what you identify yourself as. I think it'll be more fair that way. But I don't think it would be fair for a woman to compete in a men's tournament and a men's to compete in a women's tournament. I think that's totally unfair. I think there should be just, if that's the case, should be one league, like a unisex league,
Why is it such a sensitive topic? Why do people throw their arms in the air and complain and, you shouldn't be talking about this, you're biased, you're a certain name, because
you know what it is, bro? When today's society is 2023, and there's so many controversy about genders and stuff like that, and what you identify as, blah blah blah. And I feel like the more longer Earth is here, the more sensitive the people inside are getting. Like same with me. When I make content, I can't make certain types of content now.
You get cancelled.
Exactly. You get cancelled, you get blacklisted, you get stuff like that. You see me, I can take a joke, man.
Yeah,
I can take a joke. I love a bit of banter. I love to entertain people, But there's people out there that are very sensitive, and we got to be sensitive towards that, in a sense, especially as content creators and especially as athletes and promoters, boxing promoters, managers, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a tough world, bro. It's a tough world. It's the world that we gotta live in, and like we have to face it. We have to accept it the way it is.
Do we have to accept it? Can someone put a full stop on it? Like, here's something more controversial. Andrew Tate. He says it how it is. He wants to project his views on it.
I love Andrew Tate, bro. I love him. I think he's an absolute G. But
he's like, no, this is promiscuous. This is this. No, this shouldn't be happening. We need to go back to the dark ages. A man's role is to go and fight and go and bring back the food home and protect.
I agree.
But so why can't we go back to some of that or find a balance between that? Because he can go a bit too much sometimes.
I was just gonna say there's extremes though, isn't it? If we go back to the dark ages, there's certain things that in today's society won't exist.
No,
you know what I mean? And even now. Like I still feel like the world's always gonna have some extremes, bro. It's a bit nuts to say, but it is what it is, man. You just kind of gotta ride it. I'm the type of guy to just let it be, man. If someone wants to do what they want to do, let them do it. It's gonna sound so rude, but I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care as long as it doesn't affect me and my life and my people around me. I don't give a fuck. Sorry if I'll be allowed to swear. By the way,
do what you need to.
I'm
bro.
very passionate
Be
when I
you.
swear. That's why.
Be you.
But I agree with Andrew Tate on some of the things he says. I feel like if there's people to put a stop to something, then there's always going to be people to put a stop to other things as well. Other things, especially when it bringing back to dark ages, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. It's very hard. It's a very hard topic, G. Very hard topic. Especially you got loads of women that are in power now.
Yep.
You got loads of gays, lesbians, transsexuals and stuff like that. You got so many
What
of them.
in terms of like, I've been at workplace and I can say, all right, darling, like, I'll get that for you, darling. Like, it's something I say subconsciously. I don't think about it. Yeah. But now you got all these pronouns and saying, hang on, don't use that word against me. And by mistake, I could be going, they should change babe or whatever. And she'd be like, I told you I'm going to the office. And that's it. You're being called into an office because you go, she doesn't like to be called or identify as that. You just done that. You're on a warning now. And you're like, but it wasn't intentional. I'm not trying to be vindictive here.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to be me,
That's just you.
That's just me.
That's
how
a British thing as well.
Yeah.
It's a British thing.
Darling.
Love, babe. Yeah, because even me, I still do it. I call people darling.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how
but
it is.
Is that fair that I'm getting penalized now? Isn't that a thing that, like, why am I not allowed to be me and say what I need to? I'm not trying to cause you any harm.
Why do you have to hold back?
And why do I need to be disciplined? Because all of a sudden, everything's changed from my school days, from my working days, to now we've come to a really sensitive society where now you're just like, can't even be me now. Now I feel like in a cage that I have to double think before I say anything. Isn't that slowing down communication and productivity?
Bro, welcome to 2023, bro. Everyone's sensitive as fuck. That's why I'm so laid back. Everyone is just so sensitive, man. And it's like, it's annoying, bro. I can't lie. It's annoying. Even me, and sometimes I swear a lot. That's why I asked you if it's okay to swear. I swear.
We might go beep a couple of times.
But be a sentence. Beep, 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 beep. I swear a lot. And especially when it comes to like interviews, like on the news for brands and stuff like that.
Okay.
It kind of stops you working in a sense.
Yes.
Same with these subjects, bro. It kind of stops you working because you're naturally just a guy that says darling and love. But bro, that's just life. That's how it is. Are we gonna sit here? It's like, for example, are we gonna sit here and moan about it, or are we just gonna let it be and carry on with life? That's a question that you should ask your subscribers, to be fair, because I feel like there's way too many sensitive people and there's way too many moaners, bro, in this fucking world. People just get on with it, man. If it bothers you, just push it to the side and get on with it.
That's it.
That's how it is. Like, there's so many. Go to third world countries. Where are you from, brother?
Originally, my granddad's from India,
Okay.
Punjab,
Okay.
North.
And what? Fully Indian, yeah.
Yeah, fully Indian.
So
bro.
people in your world, bro, in your country, and people in my country, I'm Filipino, yeah. Bro, you should see how they're living.
Thank you.
And you got people in UK that moan about the littlest things. I think it's pathetic, bro. I think as well as there's moaners and there's sensitive people, there's people that we need to take life at how it is, bro. Like, we live in the UK, man. Like,
a lot of people haven't travelled.
Yeah, that exactly.
They haven't seen
Especially
poverty.
a lot of British people haven't travelled, bro. A lot of British people haven't traveled. I was actually in India this year. This year. And bro, it gave me a culture shock, bro. It gave me a culture shock. I'm walking around with my gold chains, my glasses. I got my security guards. I got my girl next to me, and you can just see these people knew I weren't supposed to be there, you know. And it gave me a culture shock, bro. I was out here handing out fucking money in India. I was in Mumbai just handing out people fucking money, and I got people telling me, "Don't do that, bro, because you're just gonna be poor by the time you give it to so many people." Give me a culture shock, man. It humbled the shit out of me, and I think people in this day and age, you just need to just realize it is what it is, man.
It is a little bit too easy here. We're in a generations of people being on benefits.
Yeah, and it's okay,
and it's everywhere. It's like the Asian population, white population, everywhere. I'm not segmenting anybody, but it's just like since we know we can get benefits, play the system, and it's like don't worry, you don't need to do this. Claim the benefit. This is how to do it. Sign on here, claim it, and you're beating the life out of somebody in terms of any sort of legacy they can build or become a somebody, and go, no, you don't need to. So now somebody, I'm trying to mentor them, and they're like, no, I don't need to do none of that.
Yeah,
I'm still getting paid. I'm all right. I can moan about this. Like, Benefit Britain. What's up with that, bro?
Shh, Benefit Britain. I like that title. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a sensitive subject because some people just can't work because they're physically fucked, you know. Like I know I got two friends of mine that were athletes, you know, but they've torn their ACLs, they've mashed up their elbows, so they can't do any physical work. But they're not really the brightest of the bunch either, and they didn't go to school, they didn't go college. So for people like that, I think it's okay to claim to a certain extent and play the system to a certain extent. But then there's people that are lazy as fuck. And people like me, you're self-employed, right? I'm self-employed. Yeah, we pay these people's taxes and they're doing nothing. They're just out here smoking weed, chilling, smoking weed, doing nothing. I think that's just pathetic, to be fair. You got a full functioning body and brain. Go out there and go get some money. Go do what you have to do to provide. And there's people like me and you that work our asses off, and we have to pay big tax and pay with these people's benefits. I think it's crazy. It's a certain degree.
Where does that drive come from?
What drive?
Drive to go and get money.
I never had anything,
business.
bro. When I started, when I was born, I never had nothing. I didn't even have. We'll go over it, but I didn't really have a family, like like blood related family. I don't know anyone blood related to me. I didn't know my real mum, my real dad. You know, so I grew up on the streets, bro, of Camden. I didn't know any better. If I didn't pick myself up to go and get that money and go get healthy and teach myself certain things, I would be in the gutter, bro. I'd probably be in jail, or probably be dead, or probably be a tramp.
What's created that man to have that lifestyle change? What's the need, that sword edge blade where you could have went that way, but you chose the total polar opposite?
I was scared, bro. I was scared of reality. I was just seeing like all the homeless people, all the people addicted to drugs, the people in jail. I was scared that I would be one of those people if I didn't fix up, if I didn't try, you know. And I didn't want to be part of that generation where we're just lazy, you know. I wanted to be different, bro. I've always had this drive, just inner drive in me to be like, I'm better than that. I'm better than the average Joe, you know. It just came from inside, bro. It came from inside. You gotta dig deep sometimes, G. You gotta dig deep and just sit there and be like, am I like this person that's claiming benefits? And it's not like it's not bad to claim benefits, but am I this person? Am I this person to sit on my ass and do nothing? I was definitely not like that. And it helps that I got ADHD as well. I got really bad ADHD, so I'm just like on the ball. I just need to do something, you know?
A lot of entrepreneurs out there do have these sort of conditions.
Yeah.
They have dyslexia, they have ADHD, they always have this, like, there's so many out there, like, you know, when you look into it, like Elon Musk and these other, they're very high functioning. So these disabilities are not just disabilities, they're abilities, you know, they help you function better, think faster. I can't sit, but do you know what people have said to me? I've got ADHD as well. They're like, you just can't stop. You just got
well, like, we use it to our advantage then, innit? You know what I'm saying?
You've got to.
I didn't even know I had ADHD until last year.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm not really the brightest of the bunch, bro. I'm definitely not the brightest of the bunch. I didn't really do good in school or anything like that. But
Neither did I.
so I didn't really know what until podcasts came out.
Yeah.
Like podcasts. I don't know who made the first ever podcast, but until they come out, I didn't know what mental health was.
Yes.
Because I've always been. That's why I named myself Spartan. Because I've always made myself strong mentally and physically to be like, that shit doesn't exist in my head. You know, it doesn't exist. I've got this element in my brain where it's just like, I am not weak. I can't let society get to me. I can't let anything physical, verbal get to me. I've always had that drive to be like, I don't know what mental health is. You know, only until podcasts coming out, I understand that a lot of people suffer, you know, and a lot of people don't have the drive that I do to be like, let's block this out, you know? So I like, it takes time, bro. It took time. I'm 28 years old, only 27. I knew I had ADHD, and it's because my friend told me, and he's like he's very good. He's a genius in America. He's listed down as a genius.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You mentioned something there on having that sort of Spartan soldier mentality. I'm not gonna lie, but I love it. Because everything has to be regimented.
Yeah.
You've got to have that drive. I'm going to do it. And then if you're going off track, you realize you're going off track and you go, I better get back on my train as fast as possible. Otherwise, I'm going off the track.
Yeah.
If I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to have that outcome. And I've only got myself to blame. Accountability.
Yeah.
Not
definitely.
This victim mentality of, oh, it didn't happen for me. Oh, the world was against me. Oh, this came over me. Or I'm sorry. There has to be accountability for your actions, and don't have a life of wishy-washy and I've heard it so many times.
And if there's a will, there's a way, bro. If there's a will, there's a way. If it didn't happen now, it's going to happen sometime if you keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we before we started the podcast, that knock on the door. You got to keep knocking on the door. Eventually, the door would fucking open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If imagine someone at your front door just consistently knocking. You're going to open it, bro. You're going to open it. You're either going to tell them to fuck off, or you're going to tell them, all right, what do you want? Come in. You know? So
I like that one.
So, like,
I like that one. I'm going to take a reel out of that one. Just keep banging on that door until you get an answer. That's it.
Exactly.
Like, be shameless.
Yeah.
Like, so what?
We're in a mad world, bro. We're in a mad world where, like, you kind of got to be a bit aggressive to a certain extent, to get what you want, especially in business, especially in sports, especially in like.
I think I messaged you at least twice.
Yeah, you did. And do you know what? I didn't see it until your friends, Ali, told me about it. Until my manager told me, "Yo, you got something in your DMs. Do you want to do it or not?" And that's my manager telling me, because me, I'm as long. I do this for a living, but I'm really crap with DMs and stuff like that. I'm really shit. So it took me two people to tell me, yo, do you want to check this message? And I was like, okay, cool. I need to...
And to me, I could have interpreted that very differently and go, this guy looked at me and thought, he's an idiot. You ain't got much of a following, and get lost. And I could have went, I'm going to cry now, go home. I'm never going to message any again. Let's shut the shutter and take a seat. And you didn't even see it.
No.
You didn't even know about it. It wasn't even in your reality now.
It wasn't,
you were just like, and you could have been like a week later after me crying and shutting up shop going, hey Sean, yeah, I'm ready to go. And I'm like, well, I've already shut the shop up and I've got over it now. So, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, when I replied to you, it took what? Less than 2 hours for us to get a confirmed date.
That's it.
It was like, boom, let's do this.
That's it. So never ever assume somebody else what they're thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you could be thinking it's all an illusion.
Yeah, definitely. Life is an illusion, bro. Life has got so many. Everyone's got their own reality as well. That's what I think as well. Everyone's brain works differently to everyone's. To 100. Other people's. Like, people can be so stubborn, so arrogant, and people can be so just lost as well. I think I'm one of those lost people where I'm just like, oh shit, I didn't even know that what type of person I am. I don't know, like I'm so like chilled and stuff like that.
But I don't think you put too much, like the lost bit. we can all get lost, but it depends how much of your focus you want to put onto it.
Yeah.
And I think you have enough good stuff going on that you're productive. And this lost bit, you go, all right, now I've got time to actually switch this bit on and say, let me figure this shit out.
Yeah.
But you don't make it your reality that you're going to be like, I'm lost now. My whole world is lost. So
No,
I'm sitting at home now.
Yeah.
How am I going to figure out my reality? That,
Yeah.
like, it's got to be more than that.
Yeah,
It's got to
definitely.
be, no one's going to help you. Like, you come alone and you're going to go alone.
Yeah.
This journey is very lonely.
Yeah.
And the more successful you get, the more lonelier you get as well.
Oh,
People
yeah.
don't understand you. People don't know what it feels like to have, people always come, talking to you all the time. And you actually know you're only speaking to me because I'm this person or this guy. You don't actually want to know about me and my issues or my problems. You're not going to, if I called you tomorrow, I've lost everything and I need to speak to you. You'll be like, well, I don't want to know you now. Like, it's a very lonely journey, bro.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
People don't recognize that.
No, I don't think people recognize as well, like, everyone goes through different types of mental health as well. Like, I seem so positive and so energetic and so, like, productive in a sense that people don't know how much I love my space, bro. I love my space. I tell my missus all the time as well. I need to just sit in a room and do nothing sometimes. Just sit there and just bug out and watch something stupid on TV.
Yeah.
It's just so I can get back to my reality and
Yeah.
be more productive. It's weird, bro.
To be in you again.
Yeah.
Just allow me to be me, and then when I come back, I'll be better.
Yeah.
Because I've just recharged the batteries.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear what you're saying. Now look, I want to talk one more thing in the news right now before we move on to your journey.
Okay.
But Philip Schofield.
That's the okay.
Yeah.
I know what geezer. Yeah.
And he's on this morning, or he's got kicked off because he's had a relationship with somebody who was a lot younger, underage. But that person hasn't complained about it. But the media has found out because they work in the same environment. This guy's now a lot older. Philip Schofield has been cancelled. So he's been cancelled. He's lost everything. All of a sudden, he's been interviewed and they're talking about his mental health. And, he goes, well, last week, if it wasn't for my 2 daughters, I would have ended it. And some people would have said, good, because you've just abused a child where that child isn't saying anything. But on the other side, you've got someone like Andrew Tate, where the media's on him, the press is on him, Romania's on him, these people are on him, and no one's talking about his mental health. And can we help him in any way, shape, or form because he said some really controversial stuff?
Because
is it fair?
I feel like it's because Andrew Tate is strong mentally to the point that he knows that he's very smart, bro. Tate is very, very smart. He knows that I feel like he's so smart as well that he doesn't need to use that line of my mental health. He might be going through some mental health. He might be. I think he is actually sometimes, especially with all of this shit going on, especially in his whole life. Like, but I think he's very smart and very collected to the point that he knows how to defend himself. I think with Schofield is a bit of a different issue, however, especially with his family.
But he's more outspoken and saying it. But what if Tate is going for the same thing and next minute we get, he committed suicide and he's gone? Then what would everybody be saying now? Like, shit, we didn't know what he's going for. How
That's
much?
True.
The whole world he's the number one Googled guy in the world right now.
Is he?
Yes.
Shit.
The whole world knows about this guy. Good, bad, ugly, controversy. He knew how to play the system to blow himself up. Yes, he's been through a journey, but then you see someone like Schofield and all of a sudden he's actually proven to have a relationship with his child. And yet now people are starting to say, what about his mental health now? And what if he happens like this? He's given us this many years.
I feel like I don't want to get cancelled for saying this, yeah, but I feel like they knew what Schofield was doing. I feel like they knew to a certain degree. I feel like they knew, but they were keeping it so not they as in the people that are charge of the BBC, because you will never see them people, but I feel like the staff, the cameraman, the production team, I feel like some of them knew. I even feel like Holly Willoughby knew to a certain degree. I feel like some of them knew, because I don't know if you know about Philip Schofield's brother. He got done as well, but beforehand, yes, for being a nonce, right? He got done for being a nonce. Sorry if that word is a bit offensive. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I feel like they knew to a certain extent, and I feel like Schofield was getting caught out especially after all of this. How many years? I think it's like 2 years he was doing this with the kid, right? Something like that.
Who, Philip?
Yeah.
Philip, it had been going on for years and years and
years. See,
Like,
look,
back
I feel
in
like
the days,
he knew that, and I feel like he's getting caught out now
He's
to the
getting
point
caught
that
out.
he's like, what bar can I use to not get too much in trouble? Oh shit, mental health. Boom. So he tried.
Do you know how it actually got caught out? There's another influencer. I can't remember.
Jack Jones. He made a video.
And
Yeah,
popped,
I saw that.
and it was there right behind. I
I
speak
see
to
that.
Jack Jones sometimes.
Is it,
as well.
yeah?
Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, but this guy is the one who sort of discovered, and that's the thing that's going all viral right now. And that's when that guy was little 13-year-old. He actually presents the show now. That kid. So but people like there was another guy on here, Rob Moore. 200 million property guy, and he just went, well, what the fuck has it got to do with anybody else? What Philip Scott's to do is that guy, he's old enough, is he complaining about it? Why don't you just let him go, get on with his business? And unless that little child sort of comes up with something, but
It's true. I do feel like, to a certain extent, sorry to cut you off, I feel like it's to a certain extent, yeah, that child, he should have complained. If it was so bad, he should have complained that it was so bad. But I feel like that child loved it. Even though it's against the law, he loved it.
But isn't this like also, hasn't he not been groomed? So that's his reality now of whatever Philip's telling him. I'm gonna take you here, eating here, doing here, and he relates it with something good happening. So maybe he's not even aware of it. He just thinks it's right.
Yeah, I do get you.
You're getting deep now, isn't it?
I still think the kid is not. Did he have any disabled problems? The kid, no.
So he's actually presenting.
That's what I'm saying. So he had a voice, bro. He could have said something.
He hasn't said anything.
That's what I'm saying. He could have said, "Oh, I got groomed." Blah blah blah. It's just vice versa. Imagine if it wasn't a guy on guy. If it was a guy on girl. You get. I don't know. Let's use an example. A 60-year-old man with a 21-year-old girl. That is a bit weird. It is a bit weird, but to a certain degree, that 21-year-old girl has a voice. She should have said something. I know it's against the law what Schofield did, but bro, it's a very sensitive subject, man.
Yes.
It's weird. It's a weird one. It's a weird because that's noncy in my eyes. In my eyes, it's noncy. I feel like he should have got found out about this ages ago.
It's not right.
It's not right. Definitely not
It's
right.
not right.
It's definitely not
Imagine
right. But
that's
then
your
again, the kid should have said something.
Should have said something. But imagine that's your 13-year-old child. How does that feel now?
Yeah, boy.
It's different now, isn't it? It's like, nah, man. I've got underage kids, and you.
What did the kid's parents say?
God knows, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so you need to see what the kid's parents says.
Yeah.
If the kid's parents were like, we knew, then that's just even more fucked up, But you never know, bro, what happens in closed doors, bro.
We don't know. You never know. And that's the one thing, like, we shouldn't be also so quick to judge sometimes because we only hear one side of the story, one side of the coin. And especially the tabloids and the news, they're only going to do what's controversial and what sells papers.
Oh, yeah, that sold so many fucking papers. I don't even know if people read papers these days, but that definitely boosted up their profile a little bit more. It was boring on the news. And they were like, oh, yeah, boom, Philip Schofield's a nonce. Yeah,
He's been cancelled.
Yeah, boom. Let's blast this everywhere, then cancel him. That's what they did. Let's blast this everywhere, then cancel him.
And then, only then, other people came out.
Yeah.
Like Eamon Holmes, who's another presenter. And he was like, yeah, he's been doing it for years. Hang on. Where was your voice like last year or the year before?
Money talks, bro. Money talks. Especially if you're in an industry that protects their people. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like wouldn't say the BBC, but again, the production team, all of these, they all protected each other so it can just keep their jobs and it keeps everyone happy, Imagine you're in a circle but one of them fucks up. You're not gonna throw a tantrum over that one person. You're just gonna keep it quiet so everyone can just stay stable. It's a massive. I feel like it's a massive production company, bro. I feel like people are just like. It's weird, bro. It's fucking weird. It's weird. It's really weird. Really, really weird. It's not the way I would do things in my family and my business.
Yeah.
If someone fucks up, I want them to be vocal and tell me that they fucked up. But not like that. That's a different extent, bro. That's a different extent.
So, Chris, tell me a little bit about some of your biggest accomplishments to date.
I would say my biggest accomplishment right now is mindset. Like, I've got a different mindset from when I was younger. When I was younger, it was very short-term goals. So many short-term goals, and it was like, yeah, I'm obsessed with working out, but for me, it's more long-term goals now. When it comes to financial status, when it comes to physical attributes, like, I've actually moved on from doing calisthenics for 8.5 years to boxing now, so it's a completely different discipline.
Wow.
I'm chasing something different now, and I like that buzz, bro. I think that's, for me, is the mindset. My mindset's different, and that's the biggest accomplishment, I would say. Obviously, I won the UK championships and I won the world championships. They're very big accomplishments
In calisthenics?
in calisthenics. Yeah, in calisthenics, so I'm UK champion 3 times and world champion 2 times. They were my biggest accomplishments, but within winning those, it changed my mindset very quickly.
Did you hit any sort of mental health stumbles when you reach the top and go, shit, what do I do next?
Yeah. Why do you think I moved to boxing? I was like, shit. I've done everything. I've done every single calisthenics competition in the world.
Did you feel your purpose had ended when you did that last competition?
No.
You thought,
No. I don't think like everyone's purpose can always change as well. And I felt
you understood that.
Yeah, I felt like mine changed straight away.
You just felt, there's a different mountain over there.
Yeah, I'm on exactly. I'm on this mountain now, but in order no, I'm on this tree. Let's use a tree, because what I'm about to say makes sense. I'm on the top of this tree, but this tree is not as high as I want it to be, and I see a bigger tree. I want this tree to grow, so in order for it to grow, I'm gonna have to water it, and the only way to water it is to find water somewhere else. So I had to go and find water and water it. So in my sense, I wanted calisthenics as a sport and as a workout to grow. And for me to be in a champ wasn't enough. So I was like, you know what? Let me go into another sport to prove that where I come from can make me as an athlete better in that sport. So that's why I moved to boxing.
And I'm not even gonna lie, bro, but I think you're gonna be an absolute machine because the way you see it as a boxer, yeah, you've got to know movement and ducking, diving, stamina. But from what you've done, is you're not even weight trainer. You're not even going, I'm training my muscle, just strict movement or a barbell. You've actually used every single bit of your muscle in your body, your forearms down to muscles I probably want
even my neck, bro.
Pronounce. And imagine you boxing with every single bit of your muscles engaged, and you're gonna be rocking somebody. I just think that's.
Thank you, bro. I honestly think like what my sport has really, calisthenics has really helped me to become a really good boxer. I've only been doing it for 1 year now, and my coach, Super Yusuf, big up Super Yusuf, and my other coach, Capo Boxing, both of them, they've put me in the deep end with pros. I have to spar pros now. Wow. I can't even spar fellow influencers because they're shit they're shit. They're not on the level.
Anyone we know you've sparred?
I've sparred, anyone that that you've sparred? Alfie Clegg, he's a 5-0 pro. Wow. I've sparred an Olympian from Ghana.
Wow.
I sparred British boxers all around England. Who else? I sparred K Prosper, which is the same club as Super Yusuf. I've sparred many pros. Many pros. You have to remember, I am very light, so it's very hard to find people my weight. But they've even chucked me in with people that are twice the size of me,
right?
Twice the weight as me, because they know that I want to do this. I train 6 days a week, bro. I train 2 times a day.
Boom.
2 times a day. Your average boxer doesn't even do that. They don't even do that. They only do that in camp for a fight.
Yes.
I do that every day, regardless.
You live it like a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle for me. I've given up a lot of stuff just so I can become very good at a sport that I didn't know what I was doing in. But I had to teach myself. I've only been in it for a year. And hopefully this year you'll see my debut on Misfits. As an influencer, just remember, I'm not a boxer, and people always think I am. People always think I'm a boxer, but I'm not a boxer. I'm a calisthenics influencer. That's what I am.
Yeah.
But you'll see my debut soon.
Are you going to be going into professional boxing?
The goal is, yeah, but I need to learn more. I feel like I need to learn more about myself, about the sport, about the industry before I chuck myself in the deep end. You know, I feel like I need to do a couple misfits fights, and a couple amateurs before I go into the pro game. I feel like I need to learn more.
Mm-hmm. So you're around quite some influential people as well. You've collaborated with
Oh,
quite a few.
so many, bro.
How does
so
that
many.
feel?
It feels good, man. It feels good. I feel like it feels good when, especially if they have the same mindset as you, because you can collab with. Like, I collab with so many people, and I'm like, they're just in it for the gram. They're just in it for the gram. It's a business for them. But and then I've collabed with so many other people where they're just like they really live this shit. They really enjoy this shit. That's the people I like collabing with.
Yes.
Yeah. To a certain degree, a business will come in where you're like, I can't collab with that person because he's not offering me what I'm offering him.
Yeah.
I get it, business perspective. It depends on who I collab with, bro. Like all the people that I don't expect to collab with, I always get along with them.
Mm-hmm.
And all the people that I'm like, oh, I idolize over this person, always end up being a straight business, bro. Which is cool. Everyone has their reasons of doing things, especially this day and age, 2023. Instagram, this is a business now. This device here is a business. Social media is all a business. So you kind of have to get that perspective of, like, you have to kind of get it. You have to understand it. A lot of people that don't do the job, that is not an influencer, automatically think this person's arrogant. Oh, this person's a prick. This person, he's up his own ass. But you have to understand, this is what he does. This is his job. So you have to remember, like, he's not going to just collab with someone that has like 50 followers, because in order to, it's a business. In order to get something, you have to get something back. And once you give someone something, you have to get something back. So
got to create balance as well. Is social media fake?
Is it fake?
Because people go, this person's doing that person's doing that.
To a certain degree,
missing out.
To a certain degree, people do it for the gram. People do it for TikTok. People do it for social media. Yeah, to a certain degree. But then you get people that really live that life. What they portray on Instagram, they really do live that life. I've met so many influencers, bro, and I would say a good 50% of them really do live that life. They really do live. Oh, I got all these watches, I got all these cars, the chains, and they really do live that life. And then you get the ones that don't live that life, and they really push it out there only for business perspective. Because let's face it, people get influenced by materialistic things and certain things like that. So yeah.
So where do you earn most of your money from now?
Me, I earn most of my money from brand deals. So I'm like a signed athlete, I would say, or a signed influencer.
And who are some of the brands that are sponsoring you?
Right now it's Under Armour.
Wicked.
So Sports Direct and Under Armour. I've been with them for 2 years now.
Nice.
They're a very good brand because they're like athletes. They know about athletes. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's not like
I know Under Armour for Joshua.
Joshua, yeah. So like, for example, but it's Joshua. I get it. People are gonna be like, but that's Anthony Joshua. I get it, but they don't do boxing gloves. They don't do anything boxing related, Under Armour. But they made it for him. Mm-hmm. They made it for him. So that makes it clear that they care about him. Even for me, to a certain extent, they know I'm very small size. So they've made certain things in my size, which I appreciate. Beautiful. Them, brand deals, modeling, a load of modeling, is where I get majority of my money. Yeah.
Nice. Now, the reason why I wanted to start off there, because your story is you went from the roads to billboards.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're up there now. Tell us about this journey. Let's go back to the start.
Okay.
As you said, you were adopted.
Yeah.
You didn't even know your parents.
Yeah.
Let's start it with you.
let's just start from the very beginning. So I was born, and my birth mum didn't. I don't know what the reason was, but she couldn't keep me, so she gave me to a woman that she knew called Josephine, and she was my first mum. So I was adopted from birth. Josephine, yeah. So this tattoo is actually for her. So she adopted me when I was born. She raised me up until I was 10 years old, and then she passed away from a brain tumor. R.I.P. She passed away from a brain tumor, and obviously when she passed away, I went to foster care. I didn't know. I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't have no one blood related to me to adopt me or to go into contact.
Did she ever tell you who your mum was, or
didn't get in contact really like that?
You didn't want to?
It was a bit of both. She only contacted me after, I think it was like when I was like 12 or something like that. My real mum. And my real dad, I don't know what that bastard's doing, but it is what it is. And then when she passed away, I got put to foster care, and then I got a chance to live with one of my best friend's mom, only because I wasn't really doing well in a foster care. I wasn't doing well mentally, physically.
What does that mean?
Like I didn't enjoy being in foster care. So my social worker at the time gave me an opportunity to be like, do you know anyone that you could stay with just for like a couple weeks before we sort out your situation? And I had a friend back in the day called Alex Chris, who's now my brother. I had a friend that I used to hang around with, just play cards with, play football on the streets and stuff like that. And I got my social worker to ask his mum, see if I can stay for a couple of days, like a sleepover. She ended up adopting me there and then on the spot.
Wow.
Yeah, because I got along with her sons. So that woman now is called Elizabeth. I got her tattooed on me. Wow. Who's now my current mum.
Wow. Do you believe in God?
I used to.
Do you think an angel sent you there to have a life with a family, or what?
I feel like it's
an energy.
I feel like it was the universe. Do you know what? It could have gone both ways, though, bro. It could have gone both ways. Because I got adopted twice doesn't mean I would have done well. Doesn't mean it would have gave me a chance. It was all to do with my mindset and to do with the people around me.
So moving around so much, not even knowing your parents.
I was very young, bro.
Yeah? Who were the people that you looked up to at that time? Because
no one.
You didn't. Yeah.
I didn't have anyone to look up to. It was more like I was just living in the moment. I was like, I'm staying here. I didn't even know what was going on. Right. Didn't even know what was going on until when I got adopted by Elizabeth. She told me that your first mum is dying, and that's when reality hit me. Like, wow, she even my mum. And then in hospital, when I went to go visit Josephine, she told me, I'm not your real mum. I adopted you from birth. So it kind of hit me like very quickly. I was like, wow. I think I was like 11, and I was like, wow, I was adopted from birth, and I was adopted from Josephine, and then adopted by Elizabeth. I was like, wow, so who is my real mum? Who is my real parents? Who is my real people?
Did that make you angry?
Yeah, of course, but I was very, very young to the point that it was like, what's anger gonna do? I was like, well, what am I angry? Like, I got a bed, I got shelter, I got people that love me that don't even know me. I was great. I was entirely grateful for that, And yeah, I got adopted and then by Elizabeth, and then she had to raise me, Alex, Sid, Andrew. So she had 3 boys of her own. She had to raise all 4 of us. I had this deep motivation in me. I don't know where I found it from, but to go get it myself, to provide for myself, So that's where the streets came involved.
Were you ever treated different to the other boys?
To an extent, yeah. But my brothers made me feel at home, especially Sid. The middle brother, it made me feel like I'm at home. They really did. Like when we would go to school, we all went in the same school, and all like just random school kids would be like, "How are you guys, brother? You guys don't look like each other." And I would say, and my brother would say, I'm adopted. Everyone would laugh because it was a joke back in the day to be like, "Oh, you're adopted." But we were like, "Yeah, serious. I'm actually adopted." You know, it just got to a point where it was just like my brothers were very cool. They were cool. They were very defensive about it. You know, like they loved me, man. They treated me like their brother. Their little. I was the youngest, so they treated me like the little brother. You know. Yeah.
And so what happened next? What's the next bit of the journey?
So I did end up getting involved with a lot of stuff, a lot of bad stuff around in Camden, because me and my brother, we just wanted to. Me and Alex, my friend at the time, who was now my brother, we wanted money, bro. Straight up. We were born in a council estate in Camden. We wanted money. We wanted to be independent. Let's say we were very heavily influenced by, all the people with nice cars and the girls around them and stuff like that. We were heavily influenced by the street people, by drug dealers, by gang members, by just people, so we wanted to go do it ourselves. We wanted to see if we could do it ourselves. So I was very heavily involved in I don't really want to get nicked, so I'm just gonna say it to a certain degree. Was heavily involved with drugs and gang affiliated stuff, I would say. For several years. I remember smoking my first spliff at 12 years old, bro. Wow. And I stopped at 19, so it was like 7 years of just...
And that's something during your childhood
you're
doing, so it's like normal.
Yeah, it felt normal. Just being in trap houses, being around these people and doing bad things, it was just kind of normal for me, and then my brother Alex, he got sent to the Philippines because he was bad. He got caught with doing a lot of bad stuff, that kind of gave me a reality check that I need to fix up. I got arrested several times to the point that I was like, I need to fix up,
Was you afraid when you got arrested?
It's gonna sound so cheeky. No, I wasn't.
Was it like a badge or something? Yeah, I just got arrested.
Yeah,
like more of that.
The first couple times it was like that. It was like, yeah, I got nicked. It's normal. It's normal, especially for people in my field of work.
Yeah. So now, now I've got that in my story. I got pulled by the ops, and
I wouldn't say that. It was like, now I got nicked, and now I know what mistake I made.
Oh.
The mistake. I'm not gonna get caught again. That was my mindset. Yeah. It was I'm not gonna get caught again. I'm gonna carry on doing what I had to do, but not get caught. Yeah. Be more smart.
Yeah, but you always get caught.
Yeah, always get caught. And yeah, just had a lot of... My mindset was different, bro. It was just so different, so different. All I cared about was money that I spent on shit. Like, legit. I think I've made like loads of money when I was younger, like so much money when I was younger, but I spent it on shit, like just impressing girls, going to hotels, parties and stuff like that. Young, but fucking age, And I was around the older guys, which made me more I was so influenced on what they were doing.
They're your elders.
They're elders, yeah. That's how it always happened, really. It was like you were influenced by your elders, and it was either like you didn't like it, or you're scared of it, or you're like, yeah, I want to be like them.
Mm-hmm. But that was your environment.
Yeah, that was my environment. And you know what made it worse was like, it wasn't only me that was involved with it. It was all my whole family. It was my brothers, all of us.
So that's a big influence.
Yeah. And we would all keep this on a D-Lo because of my mum. My mum would work 12, 14-hour shifts.
But wouldn't she see you guys with nice stuff or doing nice stuff?
No, because I was smart. Every time I bought things, I would leave it at my friend's house, or girls that I was seeing, I would leave it in their house. I would just, day by day, just bring one item in, walk up the stairs with a new coat, you know? And I would tell my mum, oh, I used to sell cookies. I used to sell cookies and Capri Suns and stuff in school, mum. She'd be like, you're going to get caught. That's so bad. You shouldn't be doing them things.
Wow.
I think I speak to my mum now. She knew. She just didn't know how to catch me. She even told me, I knew what you was doing. You was a bad kid, but I didn't know how to catch you. And I was too lost in trying to provide for all four of you by going to work that I didn't have the power to stop you guys doing what you were doing.
And when you got nicked?
When I got nicked, I just got nicked, bro.
And wasn't she there to bail you out or find out what happened?
I never got bailed out, ever. They let me do my time in there. And then they were like, all right, cool, you got caught, blah, blah. Just the regular shit, you know? I didn't have the privileges of getting bailed out. My mum was just like, leave him in there. I don't have money to get him out, you know? The one thing I was smart was not leaving stuff at my house. Not leaving anything that would tarnish me in my house. That was one thing that I was very smart at. So I got a very heavily influenced with that, and with violence as well. A lot of violence as well. I was just so used to seeing, you know, people getting beat up, people getting stabbed and kidnapped. I was so used to seeing it, you know. It was kind of normal back then for me. It was normal.
You now, at that time, you had all of these beliefs.
Yeah,
that's normal. I can get arrested, and that was your mindset at that time. Like that's your computer system, and you had all of these chips in there. And a lot of us, whatever our first incident of something happening in our lives, is how we always talk to our younger self.
Yeah.
So like, for example, I don't know, somebody might try to sell me something. I go back to the first time somebody tried to sell me something and it was a piece of shit. So I'm like, don't sell to me.
Don't do it, yeah.
Don't do it. But
yeah.
I'm not coachable anymore because I'm like, actually, he might have something really good to sell. Hear him out for a few minutes, see what he's got to offer, and then make a decision or something. You know, like it could be something, anything, any thought or any decision we make right now is from our younger self.
Yeah, definitely.
When was the first? Okay, like whenever you're in a restaurant and you want to order that nice little casserole or that little lasagna,
yeah,
what happens? You go back and think, last time I had it, the cheese was like this,
yeah,
the minced meat
yeah,
was like that,
yeah,
the little
yeah,
potatoes, and then also sometimes we get very disappointed because we eat it and we go,
like, it's not the same.
it's not the same because
Yeah.
you go back to the first time why you
Yeah,
liked it and
yeah,
you compare it, right?
Yeah,
So what I'm trying to get at here is 19 years of your life you've been programmed
yeah,
to say, you know, this ain't your mum anymore. And so you could have been a lost child. You could be angry about that. Maybe you reflected it in different ways in terms of, yeah, what, no one cares anyway. I'm going to go be on the streets. And
Yeah.
I'm going to do a bit. I'm going to, these are my brothers. This is my family. My
Yeah.
family's here on roll. We're here together.
yeah,
At least I've never had that 1-2 parent who just loved, cared me, cherished me, that I can, this was meant for me here. Like, how do you change that 360?
fucking good question, bro. I think that was the last time I got arrested. And my business partner at the time, I'm going to say business partner, at the time, we both got arrested. And our business, I'm not trying to give shit away, but the viewers will know. Our business got raided. A load of things got raided to the point that they were on us. The police was on us, man. It was a reality check. Like, I might be going to jail for a long time. And that got me scared, bro. Because I think I was like 17, 18. So it was like, I could have gone to big boy jail and I could have gone to Feltham. I didn't know which one I was going to go to. Young offenders or big boy jail. So I was shitting myself.
But you weren't shitting yourself the first time you got arrested.
Because that was the first time, because I got arrested for something so minor. It was
Yeah.
like very minor. But this time was a big one. It was like I got caught. Red-handed caught. With stuff on me. I got caught. My business partner got caught. There was photographic evidence of everything. I got caught, you know? And it got to a point where it was like, I need to change now. If I don't change now, even if I do go jail, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna be a changed man. If I don't change now, it's gonna ruin me for the rest of my life. That's how it was, and I was scared that I didn't want to spend too long in jail. So
Did you go inside then?
no, I didn't. I got lucky, bro. I got lucky. I don't actually know exactly what happened, what my lawyers did, but I ended up getting community service, and I was on tag for a little bit, and it was a reality check, and my business partner got completely nicked. I don't know what happened to him. We didn't see each other for like a good year, bro. So it was a point where it was like, wow, what happened? You know, police wanted me to snitch and stuff like that because I was so young. It just got to a point where it was like, I need to change, bro. That's what happened. So I honestly thought I was gonna go away for at least six years. So 6 years, do 3. It was fine in my head. So I was like, I need to get wham. I need to get fucking big. I need to do something. So I started working out, bro. That's what happened. Started working out during that period. Ended up falling in love with the process of getting bigger.
Before you went into that process of getting bigger, what things did you start having to change now from waking up?
From waking up, not going out, turning off my phone. I turned off my phone. Wasn't in contact with my friends. You know, I would just not do the same things. I wouldn't go out with my friends when they knocked on the door. I wouldn't go out
Some
with my
of your
friends.
friends was your family, your brothers.
Yeah.
How did you manage that all of a sudden?
My brothers, I did it for way longer than all my brothers. So I was in the road life longer than all my brothers. So I got caught doing stuff when Alex, my brother, got sent to the Philippines.
Right.
So it was like 1 brother down, 3 left.
Yeah.
There's 3 of us left.
Yeah.
And then other 2 stopped doing what they were doing because they were getting older as well. And it was just me. So it was like, boy, I need to fix up. That was the key. And yeah, I just stopped, bro. I just stopped. I was like, I can't be stupid no more.
How did you stop the drugs?
I just stopped, bro. I was just like this. I just stopped smoking. I stopped dealing. I stopped smoking. I stopped hanging around with certain people.
So what was you gonna do for money
With money, for money, I had a little bit of money. I can't lie. I had a little bit of money saved, and I just used it just for daily lifestyle things. I even dressed differently. I even started to dress differently. I even stopped wearing tracksuits and shit like that. I stopped doing all of that.
Wow.
I started becoming like more of a trendy. Like I started wearing tight jeans and stuff like that. I started hanging around with more females. I had a girlfriend at the time, so she was very heavily. She was a big influence on my life, you know, because it was just like hanging around with her. You know how girls do. You just hang around with them. That was it. That was the key, and it just got to a point where it just changed throughout time, and all my friends and all my road friends and everyone around me just stopped hollering at me, stopped getting at me. You know.
When did you start working?
I actually went into work after my tag got released and I stopped with community service. I went into work. I just found my first ever job was working in retail.
Okay.
I was working in UGG.
Okay.
UGG. So yeah, that was my first job. I just was like, I need to do something. I started working in UGG, and I started meeting all different types of people in there. Because when you were in UGG back in that day, all the celebrities wore Uggs.
Yeah.
All the girl celebrities, all of them. So I was like, yeah, so I'm around these kind of people, even if I'm selling some shoes. That was the mindset. And yeah, that's how I stopped, bro. It was very hard because it was at the time I was making a lot of fucking money, bro. And to be like, I'm gonna go broke for a couple years in my head, which was broke. I'm gonna go broke for a couple years just so I can fix myself up is fine. You know, there's always ups and downs. I knew that about life. That was ups and downs. So that was the mindset. It just changed throughout time, I guess.
Some people put a lot of pressure on themselves and they almost actually think like, if this was the last 24 hours of my life, would I be happy dying? How do they get out of that and go, do you know what, tomorrow is coming? And
Yeah.
it's okay, it's a process.
Yeah.
I'm not going to become an overnight success.
Exactly.
It's not real that you just win the lottery and you're just a millionaire and you've made it. Life is a journey.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
it takes
They
time.
need to. They definitely need to know that.
So how do you snap out of that?
So I thought I was gonna go jail. Boom! I went court, and it was like, oh, you're just gonna do community service, and you're gonna be on tag. I was like, boom! My whole mind just went, I got a chance here. The system has given me a chance to fix up, you know. And the only reason they gave me a chance to fix up is because I was so young at the time, and they knew about my situation, about me being adopted and stuff like that. So at the time, the system, I don't know what it was, but I think the judge was nice, a nice judge, but he was nice to say that, like, you didn't have a very great upbringing, so we understand why you come into this shit. At that time, I was like, boom, this is the change. This is the change.
Do you felt you got a chance? A chance was sent to you now. Like, this person hasn't got my back. That person hasn't got my back. I haven't been dealt the right cards. I'm doing this. And now I've done something wrong, but I didn't get penalized. Someone's looked out for me. Did you feel like someone had you for a second? I don't know.
I feel like, yeah, someone had me. I don't know what it was, but I feel like someone had me up there and was like, we got your back kind of thing, you know? And it was like because don't get it twisted, bro. The police was still on my case. They were still on me. They were on me like hard. They were hardcore on me. Like, we're gonna fast forward time a little bit. But even all the competitions that I went to Russia, I went to Ukraine, I went to all of these countries, you know, to compete for calisthenics. Police were coming to my door asking why I'm going there. They were still on me. They were asking my mum, well, how does he get this money to go travel to this place? Blah, 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 blah. Little did they know that sponsors paid for that shit.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't know, the police didn't even know that I changed my life so quickly.
So when did your sport passion start getting serious? And when did you know how
So I started working out. And I was like, oh yeah, I really like this stuff. And I wanted to keep track of my progress of what I looked like. It was more for physique at the start, and then Instagram was there. This when Instagram kind of started, 15-second videos, everything in that square format, you know. So I made an account and I followed all my friends, even my road friends, just to show the progress, and it was more for myself. I didn't know what Instagram was. I didn't know it was a marketing tool. I just thought it was like Facebook.
Yeah.
You know? So I started posting my physique and stuff like that. And then I remember the guy that I was working out with, he did a muscle up.
Yeah.
He did a muscle up. And I was like, wait, I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know? So he betted me, I think it was like £20 to see if I could do it. I trained my ass off just so I could do a muscle up. I ended up leaving the gym because I was like, I don't need the gym no more. Plus it's fucking expensive. I'm gonna pursue into just doing muscle ups and pull ups. I didn't know it was a thing, bro. I didn't know it was a sport. I didn't know it was a thing. I thought it was just like, oh, I'm doing pull ups, push ups, dips. I thought it's a thing. I thought it was just like a prison workout, you know. And then I kept posting on Instagram of me doing just pull ups, push ups, and stuff like that. And then when you post on Instagram, it shows like what other people do as well. You know, it shows that, oh my god, there's more people doing push-ups, pull-ups and shit. I was like, oh shit, this is actually a thing.
Yeah.
I was like, no way. And I followed so many people from America, and I was like, whoa, this is actually a thing. Like, what do I do? Shall I just carry on? So I was like, cool. I carried on posting my journey. I taught everything myself, bro. I taught everything. Went to the park, fell on the bars, started doing mad tricks and shit like that. And I was just like trying to experiment with my body. Every time I posted a video, it just picked up. It picked up. And I started getting loads of followers. I was like, wow, why do these random people fucking follow me? You know, why? I'm only posting this stuff for me. I'm not posting it for anyone else. And then it got to a point where, you know where Primrose Hill is?
Yeah.
So I went in Primrose Hill, and people were like, "Oh, you're that guy that does the crazy muscle up stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." How do you know? That's fucking weird. I'm road as well. I was road, so I was like, "Why the fuck is someone coming up to me saying that shit? That's fucking weird." Some stalkers, like, what the fuck? It was so weird. It was so weird. I was so road to the point I was aggressive. Coming out like, "Yeah, bro, like, how the fuck do you know that?" It's like, "Yeah, I follow you, man. I really appreciate your videos. Like, it motivates me to do this." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's weird, but okay,
Calm.
cool." Like, cool. He's like, "Is there any advice?" When someone said that to me, "Is there any advice that you could give to me to do a muscle up, to do this?" I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, yeah, give him something. I can give him advice." Told him some stuff that I did, and they did it. And then I met one of my boys. No, that's my boy now. I met a big black guy called Anthony. He's actually called Big Spartan.
Okay.
I met him in a Primrose Hill, and he saw me doing crazy stuff on the bars, and then I see him doing crazy stuff on the bars, and I was like, "Whoa, how is this big guy doing stuff like this?" You know. And then we ended up just like making eye contact and be like, "Yo, we should work out together. Let's work out together." And that's how it started, bro. We just ended up working out together, and then more people wanted to get involved. People were like, "Can we work out with you guys?" Like, "Yeah, cool." "What, can we do your workout?" "Yeah, cool." We ended up getting so many people together. And then, only till then, someone on Instagram hit me up and was like, "Hey, we see you do calisthenics in the UK. Do you want to come to a calisthenics competition that we have hosted in the UK?" I was like, "What? Competition?" I only do this for a workout. What do you mean competition? He's like, come out here and check it out. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. You can just watch. You know, you don't have to compete. Got there, I was like, "Whoa, there's so many people do what we do." I was like, "Wow." And then people then were like coming up to me, like, "Yo, you're the small guy, and you're the big guy. Big Spartan, small Spartan." And we looked at each other like, "Yeah, we should do a duo thing."
Wow.
And it was like, "Yeah, cool." People were just like excited to see us, and we were like, "Fuck it, like this is where we're meant to be. Like, we should vibe with all of these people." Before the competition started, I was like, I want to try this out. I want to enter a competition. I entered a competition. I didn't really do well, but people were cheering me on because I was just brand new on the scene, you know. And that's how it happened, bro. It just I was so road and so loud and energetic to the point that people didn't care that I didn't win. People just loved my energy.
Yeah.
That was it. That's how it all blew up. And then we started getting invited to competitions all around the fucking world. And I was like, "Wow, this is a fucking thing, bro."
Yeah.
Like, people pay, their sponsors would pay for my flights and accommodation. And I'll be like, "Rah, boy, I came off the roads and now I'm in fucking Belgium, bloody."
That's all right.
Yeah.
There's a thing that you skipped over very quickly, and I thought is really, really important. And that's when somebody stopped you and asked you for advice.
Yeah.
Because for so many years you could be like, "Oh, my mom's telling me I shouldn't be doing this," or the police is saying, I'm wrong for doing this. The judge is saying I'm wrong. And the next minute you walk in and somebody's looked up to you.
Yeah.
And asked you for advice.
I think it was the physical attributes. It was what I could do with myself. They didn't care. I don't think people knew about my past. You have to remember, it's a whole different crowd.
Do you think that felt good? And that's what made you drive it more and go, "Oh, that felt good. Somebody's asked me for advice."
It felt weird. I can't lie. I felt weird because I was like, "Bro, I don't give someone my advice. What the fuck? Why would I do that?" You know. But the person seemed so adamant about it. Like, it was just a normal pedestrian. I don't even know his name. That was the maddest thing. Until this day, I don't know his name. I don't know if you're watching this, bro. Thanks.
Leave a comment.
Yeah, but I don't know his name, but he was just so adamant of wanting to learn how to muscle up that I was like, okay, I'm just going to tell him a couple things that I did. I don't think it's going to do any different.
But that muscle up is something different, though.
Yeah,
bro. It's
yeah.
like you can do a pull up and then you might be able to do a dip, but to get that little little transition, you can do that chicken wing thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But to get that muscle up,
to make it clean,
you bloody have to put the band on around one of your feet. And
see, at the time, I didn't even know about bands. We didn't even know. I didn't know. I did everything body weight, bro. So I didn't know about bands. I did things the hard way, and yeah, bro. I just ended up giving them advice, and ever since me giving him advice, every time I'll come back to the park, he would come back on purpose to be like, that advice worked. Like, and then more people started come more, and then the likes and comments, and I started getting attention from a scene that I didn't even know existed. So I was like, wow, that's when it felt good. After that, it felt good because random strangers would like be motivated and inspired by something that I'm doing unintentionally, you know.
Did you feel different off the drugs as well?
Of course, I felt fucking hyperactive as fuck. I felt so hyperactive. I felt energetic. I felt like heavily influenced by working out to the point that I didn't need it. Obviously, there was some moments where I was like, I'm gonna have a little smoke here and there just to socialize with people. There was some moments where I was, yeah, I'm gonna have a little smoke, but I had it so under control where it was like, it's fine, you know. I used the smoking weed. I used the smoking weed to socialize with other people that did what I did, you know. That was it, really. I did feel different. I did feel different throughout time. It felt felt harder as well because I was addicted to it, you know.
A topic in the media and everywhere is happening all around us is AI, artificial intelligence, yeah, and it means that processes happen even more automized. You might not even physically need to go in person somewhere and physically do something, which means our being here's one. Yeah, you can go into the metaverse right now and pick up a chick. Yeah, and you can have your own avatar that you're looking good, you're chiseled, you got a six-pack, you're going to the bar and you're feeling this. You've even got gloves on now that you can feel and touch. So you meet this nice blonde in the metaverse and, you know, you can get your game on and saying, hi, I'm Alfred, you know, would you like a drink? And I feel good. But you're this, in real life, you're not a shadow of that person. And you're probably really shy, timid and stuff and not getting yourself in the gym. Like, if there's one thing that you could say, get into the gym for this reason, what would that be? Because I think, in my opinion, gym is one of the most important things in my life, for example, because it takes us back to hunting days and being successful and achievement and that dopamine hit, you know, adrenaline. It's just like, it's a natural booster. Like, but if you don't do gym for a couple of months or something, you could easily forget about it and go, no, I don't need it. Well, what advice would you say get in the gym for?
I think it's like more of health reasons, bro. It's health is wealth. We live in a society where it's okay to it's normal to have diabetes, it's normal to be a little bit overweight, it's normal to have heart problems, lung problems, blah blah blah. There's only the one thing that would sort that out is if you started to look after your body. And one way to look after your body is to work out. You know, you think of your body as like an engine. If you have a car and you just leave it chilling there for fucking ages, literally chilling there, and you're feeding the engine the wrong oil, in our case food, you know, drugs, cigarettes, alcohol, you keep feeding that engine the wrong oil, what's going to happen to that engine? It's gonna become all fucked. It's not even going to be able to drive sooner or later.
It's gonna blow up black smoke.
Exactly. So that's how I think of the body. The body is an engine. You got to keep it running. You got to keep it running the right way, by just driving it. So when it comes to working out, I look at working out as longevity, bro. I look at it as like health is wealth, legit. You can. I know people that are my age. They're so fucking unhealthy. So unhealthy to the point that as soon as they put something healthy in them or do something healthy, their body starts to malfunction, you know? And I know people that are like 80 years old that still go on runs and they're living for a long time. So I'll tell people this, like, if you want to live a good life, and if you're a millionaire, how are you supposed to enjoy your money if you're fucked up? Even if you're not a millionaire, how are you supposed to enjoy your life if you're always thinking about, oh, I need to take my tablets, I need to do this, I need to do that just to stay healthy? If you just try now, even if you do little bits of workouts every day, even just a 10-minute blaster on the floor, abs, or even just running or even walking, just keep yourself active, your life will you will live a longer life, definitely. So that's how I look at it. Is like, you can always abuse your body, bro. You can always go out once a week, or even if you go out every weekend, even if you go out 4 days a week, even if you go out 5 days a week, if you work out that once a week, you could keep doing that for the rest of your fucking life if you really wanted to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Working out is more of a healing mechanism for the body, I would say, and the mind. Not only for the body, but the mind. Your mind needs to your mind. Your body, how is your mind supposed to be good if your body is not good? Your body looks after your mind. If your body is malfunctioning, you can't even breathe properly, then your brain will only think about trying to breathe properly. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. And how about your diet? What's your diet like?
So right now I've been putting on weight all my life, but I try to eat clean, because as soon as I eat shit, my body malfunctions and my training ends up being shit. Again, I'm gonna go back to that car analogy. I'm a fucking Porsche. I'm not gonna feed a Porsche a shit oil from McDonald's. I'm not gonna do that, because it's not gonna run well. So
But McDonald's tastes nice.
it does taste nice. I can't lie. It does taste nice, but I don't eat it. I would never eat it every day. I would never eat it once a week even. I would. I look at as food as like a food is supposed to be good for you, bro. So you can have shit food. You can have you can eat a burger and chips but still make it healthy, bro.
Right. Okay.
Simple as that. I don't eat processed food, bro. I don't eat KFC. I don't eat pizza. I don't eat kebabs. I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat none of that. Doesn't mean I won't do it, but I don't eat it on a regular basis. I'll eat it. Last time I ate McDonald's was in Dubai after my fight.
Boom.
I had it once, and I fucking enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But after I ate that, the day after, I felt like shit.
Okay.
So my body was like, it was nice for the mouth,
Yeah.
for your tongue and for your brain, but my body didn't like it, so I'm not gonna do it again.
So
That's my diet. So I'll
you-
eat clean. I'll eat clean, pretty much clean every day.
You feel that helps you to focus, better mind?
Yeah,
healthy,
definitely.
functioning?
Definitely. When I eat good, my body feels satisfied, so my mind is like, yeah, you ate good, you got more energy. Whenever I eat something shit and fatty and unhealthy, there's a dopamine in me that's like, oh, that was so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work it off.
Yes.
I can't keep doing that for the rest of my life.
Yeah. There's this thing that they say it takes about 21 days for something to eventually become into an habit.
Yeah.
How do you get through that 1 to 3 weeks to shake that out of you? Because so many people go, yeah, I'm gonna go gym. I was like, let's go gym, bro. And we're going gym, yeah. And I'm fucking hurting, bro. And it's like, yeah, one more. We work it off on top of it. And then I didn't want to push you too hard last time. And then you push them a little harder. And that's it. They're gone.
It starts from when I was younger, innit? When I was younger, I was so used to being in trap houses and on the streets, to the point that I was just eating shit food. That was my body was used to it. When I was younger, that my body was just used to eating shit food every day. Just shit food, just shit. And I programmed myself throughout time to be like, shit food's a treat. It's a treat. It's not a lifestyle.
Like a cheat meal.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even a cheat meal for me,
No.
bro. Do you know what a cheat meal for me is? A cheat meal for me is like a packet of crisps or stuff like that. That's a cheat meal.
So talk me through what did you eat yesterday, the whole day? Tell me.
Yesterday, so I ate a brioche bun with egg and bacon. So even bacon to a certain degree, I feel like it's bad. It's dirty meat, but it helped me put on weight. So that's for short term goals.
Yeah.
So eating pork for me is short term goals, straight up. You know, ate that with a coffee, a latte, and then for lunch I had 2 beef empanadas. Do you know what empanadas is? Yeah, I had two beef empanadas and a cup of tea, and I had already then I had 1 liter of water.
Yeah.
I had my morning workout, boxing for an hour, and then after my empanadas, I chilled for like an hour or two. Went to the gym, ran 5K.
Nice.
And then I ate a steak with rice and jalapenos and vegetables. And then I had a snack, which was apples, bananas, strawberries. But even, look, just because fruits are supposed to be healthy for you, you can still overdose on fruits and it'll still be bad for you because it is sugar. So everything to an extent is bad for you. It's just in moderation. You got to be balanced. I would say being balanced is the best thing. And then what did I have? Oh, I had yogurt. I had a nice yogurt. That's it.
Lovely.
That's all I had.
How much does supplements?
Oh, I did have a shake. Shit, I had a shake.
So that's a meal.
No. So with supplements, a shake. I had a mass gainer and creatine, and that's just to keep the water inside me.
Yep. And
to help put on weight. That's literally what it was. But other than that, that's it.
How important are supplements?
They're not that important to a certain. They're not important. If you're not eating enough, it does help, but don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. Like, you can't have creatine every day for the rest of your life. That's gonna mess up your intestines. It's gonna mess up shit in your body. You know. The same with protein. You can't have that every day of your life. You just got in moderation, bro. In moderation. Some, like, I train people as well. So I train people. Some of my clients that are on protein shakes, some of them are not. You know, it depends on how your body reacts to it. That's how I see it.
What about steroids use in the industry?
Fuck that, bro. I think anything that's not natural, it's definitely not supposed to be good for you. You know.
But people are using stacks like Animal, Diana ball, this ball, whatever ball. Like,
short-term goals again, G. So short-term goals. People just want that. People don't want to. People want it now. They want it now. Yeah. They want to become wedge now. I want that 6-pack now. I want to be stronger now.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, exactly. That instant dopamine effect. That the instant. Oh yeah, I done it. Yeah. It's like people want to become millionaires now. They want this now. They don't want to work for it. Especially now, it's in this society. It's easy. It's very easy to get things now because there's so many cheap ways to do it. Yeah, I don't agree with steroids and shit like that. No fucking way. No way.
How do you land yourself a sponsorship deal?
Ask myself the same thing every day. It depends, bro. It depends. Like, it's very hard because fuck, that's a good question. Gotta be yourself, bro. You gotta be yourself. Like, I always look at myself as like a brand. I'm a brand. Everything I do will help my brand. You know? So if someone don't want to sponsor you because of this, that's not the right sponsor for you. I would say, to a certain extent, you, especially now, 2023, you gotta be active on social media because everything's online now. You gotta be heavily active on social media.
A lot of people are pretending. They pretend to be other people on social media, and they're very different people. How important is it to be yourself and real?
It's very important, bro. Of course it's important because you can't keep up this act all the time. You know what I mean? I think authenticity is the best way to landing brand deals. You know? It might not be the brand that you want, but if they help you as a brand, then you should.
And how do you get noticed? If someone's trying to get noticed right now, maybe they're on a podcast called Take a Seat, and they're just like going, "Yeah, I want someone to see this. Like, how do I get some sponsorship, bro?"
Marketing, bro. It's marketing. It's all marketing. You gotta put stuff out there that you know people would like. You know, That's how Andrew Tate blew up. Andrew Tate blew up because he talked about all the things that no one talked about, and everyone was scared to talk about. And it helped that he was already a millionaire, so he was like, I'm going to take risks. I'm going to take the biggest risk and talk about things under the carpet, you know.
He knows how to create reaction. That guy does. He knows.
Oh,
he knows
yeah.
how to play with your emotions.
He thrives
He gets you.
of negative and positive feedback. He thrives off that, you know. And he thrives off being a male in this society. That's what he's trying to target. His audience is males, the majority
young
of males.
young males, and it can be a good thing. Certain points of his, but some of his points, I've seen it firsthand. It's not realistic. I wouldn't say realistic, but there's young males who are really sort of aggressive, egotistical, with that same sort of attitude, but they haven't become a millionaire. They haven't done anything to deserve an award, but they want to sit there and push their views and tell you what to do. And I can even hear him, and I'm like, there's something wrong here. And they've got the wrong role model as well. There's that little fine line as well. Do you know what I mean?
It's a fine line for everything, though, G, isn't it? It's a fine line for
you got to take the goods, right? You got to take the good. I've got so I know we've got to wrap up very shortly. What do you think of veganism and vegan diets?
Vegan diets. Whew. I used to be vegan, bro.
Okay.
I used to be vegan.
So
when I was 21, I moved to Bahrain. Bahrain is right next to Dubai. And at the time, me and my team members, so I didn't tell you about this, but I made a company called Small Spartan.
Okay.
And at the time, we were all vegan calisthenics athletes, all of us. Me, Big Spartan, all the rest of us, we were all vegan.
How did that feel?
At the time, very good, because it cleansed my soul. I cleansed my body. I cleaned the shit out of my body.
Okay.
You know, at the time it was very good, but it had long-term effects, meaning like I couldn't put on weight.
So going vegan can stop you from putting on weight?
No. Going vegan, if you're not doing it right, if you're not eating that much, like going vegan is hard because you have to know about your nutrition, bro. You've got to know so much about nutrition. You got to know like where you can get certain parts of certain vitamins from certain plants, and it's fucking hard, you know. And you have to eat so much more than an average meat eater just to put on the same amount of calories, you know. So that's what I struggled with. I struggled with eating that much food in a day, you know.
I see some fat vegan people, bro.
There is, because they do it so wrong. They do it wrong, bro. Because there's so many vegan fast food restaurants. Well, yeah, it's vegan. Just because it's vegan doesn't mean it's unhealthy. I mean, doesn't mean it's healthy. It's fucking unhealthy, bro. Some shit is unhealthy as fuck. You know, fries is vegan, but it's unhealthy.
True.
You know.
So even being vegan, that term alone doesn't make you healthy.
No, it doesn't. I think it's more of a belief as well. You can be vegan for other reasons. Like loads of people are vegans because of animals. They're vegan because of health. You know, I was vegan because of health. I wanted to clean my body. I wanted to see what it does. I wanted a new challenge. Blah blah blah. You know what it did, bro? It cleaned my eczema. It cleaned my skin.
Wow.
I had very bad eczema all around my body, everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, and it cleaned me. It cleaned the shit out of me. And I was living in a country, Bahrain, where veganism wasn't even a thing. So I even learned how to cook.
Okay.
Yeah, it was hard, bro. It was hard. I stopped being vegan because I wasn't putting on that weight. That was literally what it was. I wasn't putting on that weight, and I was overdosing in tofu and estrogen.
Okay.
So it just made me feel different, you know.
So how did it feel when you put that first bit of meat back into your body?
My body reacted bad, bro.
Really?
Yeah, my belly started to. It was the dairy as well. I had meat and dairy in the same day.
Oh.
My belly was just like, whoa, what is this? You've been vegan for 6 months and now you're eating meat.
Wow.
Yeah, my body reacted, but then throughout time, just got used to it again.
What are the 3 top health benefits from going vegan in them 6 months that you noticed? Boom.
Ooh. Weight loss.
Okay.
weight loss. Free top. I felt lighter mentally and physically. Might not be on the scales lighter, but I felt lighter because it was vegetables. Your body processes vegetables and greens more faster than meats. Way more faster. Helped my skin. It definitely helped my skin. Clean my skin.
So going vegan cleared your eczema.
It cleaned my eczema. Yeah,
That's the title of this podcast.
no.
We're going viral, bro.
It definitely cleaned my eczema. It cleaned out my stomach as well, bro. It cleaned out my stomach. It settled down my acids, like the stomach acid. It settled down that. I felt more powerful, like switched on, because you know when you eat, everyone knows this, when you eat, your body is trying to process that food. It's trying to digest it. When you go vegan and you eat, it's twice as faster to digest. So your body can then focus on other things. You know, that was the
something which I'm going through right now, because like if you saw me 2 months ago, I was 10 kilo heavier. Coming back down. I don't find it hard to drop weight. I just know what I sort of need to do as well, and I know I'm very sensitive to carbs. My insulin goes up.
Okay.
Creates all of this energy from the pancreas, and it just sits there and does nothing. And even if I'm training like a mother, do you know what I mean? It just won't convert into what I want it to. So I lower the carbs, and then right now I'm doing intermittent sort of fasting. It's not scheduled like that.
How many hours?
It's all I know. I just have some in the mornings. I'll have a smoothie. I'll make a natural smoothie and I'll have 3 egg whites or something. And I'm good until about 4. Like, so from 9 o'clock, I'm good till about 4. And then I'll just put in, what am I eating now? I'll have chicken and salad.
Okay.
Yeah, some fibers and even peppers with like feta cheese in it and stuff. Like it's fine because I'm like, this is good. And
this is okay,
yeah. And every day is like 0.5 going down, 0.5. So over this last couple of months, I've just like lost, like today I weighed myself and I don't think I've seen the 70s. I'm 79.9, but I don't think I've seen that like nearly just after COVID happened. So I'm like,
that's
so it's
good.
been like 3 years that my body's been conditioned and used to, and it's given me some more energy to start running again. So I'm doing like 20 to 30 minutes, a little 5k cheeky run.
Sick.
And a little bit of like pull-ups again and stuff. I normally do weight training. I don't feel like doing weight trainings. I don't feel like I've got the energy, but pull-ups, bit of body weights, press ups, some kettlebell swings. Starting to get the body going again. I'm feeling lighter again, that lighter feeling. But I really like I'm nearly 40. So
wow.
Yeah.
Are you?
So I like the feeling of like, as I'm getting older, I feel like everything's slowing down, but this intermittent sort of fasting, like long periods of allowing my blood sugar and everything to come down. And if I am hungry, I just chuck in a couple of dates.
Yeah.
Nice little sweet things, yeah. And it's just giving me enough that I'm like, I don't feel like, I'm gonna like die.
I feel like you're doing your body justice, bro. You made your body recharge.
That's what it feels like. And so what is the like studies or thoughts behind intermittent fasting?
It works. It's different for everyone, bro. It's so different for everyone, because I know people that do intermittent fasting, but then they eat so much when they actually have to eat. They eat so much to the point that they're putting on weight, and that's what they want to do. They have 1-2 meals a day and they put on weight, because like your body's so used to having nothing in it, and then once they put it in, it stretches their stomach. Right. Everyone's different, bro. Everyone's different. You're doing it in a sense where you're trying to lose weight every day. You're trying to lose weight every day.
I'm trying to turn it into a lifestyle. I'm just trying to work my body out. I've done every single diet in the book.
Yeah.
I've done bulking for a competition. I've shredded for a competition with 3 days of no water, just enough a cup. And after doing it and performing it, I just felt so unhappy with myself that I've just seen myself shredded, tanned, and all of that. But judges are looking up at me and going, you're a piece of meat. There's your delts, your rhomboids, your abs, your this muscle, your glutes are looking like this. I'm like, how dare you look at my body and judge it like that? But I'm like, I've allowed myself in that position. So now I'm like, don't ever do that to your body again.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do something, do it as a lifestyle, something you can maintain
for longevity.
You know?
Longevity.
Like, you've got to be kind to yourself too.
Yeah, definitely. Kind as well as strict, bro. You got to like, your body is it's a weird thing, bro. Your body will tell you, yo, you're abusing me, and sometimes your body will be like, it's okay to do this. It's okay. You know, I feel like you're at your age now where your body tells you faster than an average 20-year-old. You know, and your recovery is way
Bro,
slower.
I feel the lower back here and there. I'm like,
Yeah.
that kettlebell swing, that was one too many. You know, get the DP out. You know what I mean? Or let me put my leg across here and stretch that out. Yeah, tomorrow I might just go in just to stretch.
Yeah.
Do 1
Yeah.
hour, split the legs up. Just make
As
sure
long as you're
everything goes
doing
back.
something every day, bro.
Yeah.
Or even once every 2 days, then it's fine.
I'm one of them guys. If I don't go gym, I'll have a bad day.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
have to. So even after this, I've got my gym bag in my thing and in my car. And I might have another meeting, but I know I'm gonna fit it in an hour somewhere.
Yeah.
And the thing I also noticed is like, thing is when people just think you just work hard in the gym and you don't have to do anything else. But that second walk in the day, that when I get home, put my stuff down, and if I just go for another 15-20 minute walk, it makes such a difference.
Oh yeah,
Them
definitely.
steps, bro.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. It's a tough subject, bro. It's a tough subject because everyone's different. Everyone is different. Like me, I have to be active throughout the whole day, or else I'm not sleeping. I'm not fucking sleeping because obviously when I was younger, I used to use weed to sleep. You know. Now I have to have 2 workouts. Right. I have to. If I don't have 2 workouts or at least one long 3 to 4 hour workout, I am not sleeping. I just got mad energy inside me, bro.
How important are blood tests? Because like
blood tests,
yeah, like to test your blood and if you're deficient in something. Like for example, I've just chucked in 3 tablets of magnesium before I go to bed. I'll sleep like a baby now.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you haven't got the right things in your body and the right amount of iron or magnesium, like
if you're curious, then do it. If you're curious, do it. I haven't been to the doctors in fucking God knows how long. I don't go to the doctors. I feel like I can do everything myself.
But you're very in tune to your body. You can listen to your body. You change little things. You're training like an athlete.
Yeah.
You are an athlete.
Yeah. For an average Joe, bro, it's not even for average Joe. It's if you're curious up here. It's all to do with your mind, really. Like I know people that do natural remedies. They do the Eastern remedies as well. Some people like the Western remedies where they take tablets and shit like that. Everyone is different, bro. Everyone is different. I think blood tests are good because it tells you, but only if you're curious. Only if you're curious, because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about blood tests and that. I don't even know what blood type I am, to be fair. I would only do it if I needed to do it for something, you know. Like for when I have kids, yeah, probably I probably will do that, yeah. But other than that, nah, I don't. It's good that you did though, because then now you know.
Yeah, I mean, I only did it every so often, just to make sure that how is my blood, like, because there's certain times I've tried to lose weight and I can't, and then someone goes, "You got more estrogen in your body than you know the male hormone, and why is this happening?" I'm like, "Is it really? Okay, try this diet," and the diet doesn't work. That's not working. We haven't been able to change things about. And I'm like, do you know what? I'm just gonna go and get a blood test and find out if it's right.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, your testosterone levels is 4.2 out of 6. It's actually higher than a normal person. And I was like, well, they ain't fucking that what that guy's telling me. He's just guessing. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I just thought. You know, how common is getting blood tests done, because it's just 100.
That's what I'm saying. If you're curious, bro, if you were obviously curious,
always.
what was going on. If you were curious, then yeah, then so be it. You know. I really want to do it now. You're making me think about it now. I'm not really curious in that sense, but I just want to know like what's going on.
Yes, I hear you. So Jay, tell me, what is your message?
In what sense?
Just generally, what are you about? What is a message you're giving out from your brand?
If first of all, go on my Instagram and my TikTok and just see if and support the hustle, because my movement's all about positive energy. It's all about giving people entertainment, smiles, as well as workouts and advice and motivation. But in my my message would be, if someone's not giving you positive energy or positive feedback, don't give a fuck about them. That's what I want to say. Straight up, don't give a fuck about them, because life is so short, man. You gotta enjoy it, you know? Yeah, cool, you might have some negative moments in your life, you know, but embrace them, because around the corner there's the positive moments, you know? There's always ups and downs in life. Embrace that. Life is never just gonna be like this or like this, you know? It's always an up and down. So stay positive, man. Stay positive. That's literally what I want to say to people.
Like that.
That's literally it.
I like that. Like, winter never lasts forever, neither does summer.
Exactly.
You get all 4
I swear,
seasons.
we're gonna get, I think, like 4-5 more weeks of summer, and then it's gonna be shit again.
Yeah.
You know, so enjoy it, man.
Sometimes that's life as well.
Yeah, exactly.
good news.
You never know if tomorrow you might go on the road and get run over by a bus. You never know. So just enjoy the people around you that are loving, that giving you love and energy. Enjoy the people that hate on you, you know, because you never know. Like, you see me with all my haters, I always smile at them. Sometimes every now and then I'll rub their face or something like that, you know, just to pick on them. But they're hating for a reason. There might be something wrong with them.
Sometimes them haters make you, man.
Yeah.
The more they hate, and the amount of comments that, you know, we get sometimes is like, you rich so and so, you come from money, that's why you made money. I'm like, thank you for the comment. You just helped the algorithm pass it to 10 more people. Thank you. Can you do that again, please? And then I'll wind them up. I'm like, yeah, you're making me right
That's
now.
That's exactly what I do,
you know?
bro. That's exactly what I do. Exactly what I do.
See everything as a positive.
Yeah,
you know what
definitely, bro. I feel like me as a person, I get judged as well because of my tattoos and where I come from. But it is what it is.
I think they look cool.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, we live in a society, bro, where you're gonna get judged no matter what industry you're in. You're gonna get judged. You know, you kind of just gotta embrace it
and have thick skin.
Yeah,
you're getting judged. Expect it.
Exactly. You got to prove to people why you are who you are, and why you do what you do. Prove to people. Simple as that. That's it.
Jay, look, all I can say, you've been wicked.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. I can't wait to get this one out because I know you're going to provide so much value. I can't give you a lot, but I've got a cap for you.
Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, G.
Just a minor little cap.
Yes, my guy.
If you look straight into your camera and just let my audience know how they can follow you.
So you can go on my social media. It's Small Spartan J. So it's all over all platforms. Instagram, TikTok. On YouTube, it's called Small Spartan TV.
And you've got some new stuff coming out on YouTube.
I've got
soon.
So many new stuff coming out. My next debut for boxing is gonna come out this year. I'm trying to find an opponent. Guys, stop being pussies. Yeah, opponents, stop being a pussy and fight me. Fight me. That's all I want to say. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy my content. I hope you leave a comment on anything, or if you're curious about anything that we just spoke about, please subscribe to his channel, and yeah, we'll go through the comments and see what I go on.
There we go, guys. Another great podcast. I mean, you guys make it all happen, so don't forget to smash the like button, leave Jay a comment, and I can get in touch with Jay and let him know, or leave him a comment on his page, and share this with somebody who really needs it, because I believe what we spoke about today, diet, health, fitness, and environment, are the key things and the groundworks that you need to get right before you can build anything. Exactly same like a house, before you can build a skyscraper, you got to build the foundation. I hope you really enjoyed that, and we catch you on the next one. Peace.